advantage of real estate consistently outperforms the market. Even a stock portfolio performing at 10% actually performs at 8% after management fees. Real estate can perform at 15% after all fees and expenses have been subtracted. You'll need a $4 million portfolio to get an annual income of $78,000 with a traditional plan. Your $4 million takes 30 years to build if you could even save that amount. And you take no income during the first 30 years of what we call the accumulation period. Instead of a $4 million nest egg, what if you only needed $213,000 to acquire a real estate portfolio worth $853,000 of properties that would produce $40,700 in annual cash flow income from the first year and every year thereafter? Then, after 30 years of owning these properties, when the properties were paid off, your annual cash flow income could jump to $84,500. And that's if rent never went up. So not only would you outperform the $78,000 a year income from the $4 million nest egg would produce, but you would also have already made $1.2 million in cash flow during the first 30 years of what would have just been an accumulation period. I'm really excited about that because you've just accumulated an extra $1.2 million. And this doesn't even take into account the many tax advantages of real estate or property appreciation. Plus, you really have to ask yourself, what's easier? Saving $213,000 for a down payment to make $84,500 a year, or saving $4 million to draw $78,000 a year from traditional plans? Now, I know you're wondering, you're thinking right now at this point, well, Jared, why would I only be getting $78,000 a year from a $4 million nest egg? And this answer is real simple. It's because of longevity risk, or the risk of outliving your money. In fact, it's not me saying this. Morningstar says it's only safe to withdraw 2.8% of your nest egg income per year, which means that $4 million, if you withdrew 2.8% per year, you'd have about $112,000 before taxes. After taxes, if you're in a 30% tax bracket, that comes down to about $78,400. The Wall Street Journal, on the other hand, is a little more conservative. It says that you can only safely afford to spend 2% of what you've accumulated. So that means $4 million at 2% is $80,000 per year to live on at retirement before taxes. And after taxes, $80,000 turns into $56,000 a year in a 30% tax bracket. But this does not take into account inflation, which is a real serious problem. That's not a lot to live on, given that type of reserves and how much you had to scrimp and save for 30 years to accumulate that. The second advantage of real estate is income from passive cash flow. With professional property management, the income is direct deposit directly into your bank account each month. You aren't trading your time for money. You're not working for it. It just comes to you because you own the asset.